Harry, 37, is set to release podcasts on the same platform as COVID jab skeptic Joe Rogan. Yet just 4 months ago the Duke of Sussex hit out at news and social media outlets for peddling lies about vaccines. He claimed the only way to overcome COVID-19 was to break the system of misinformation. The Joe Rogan Experience is Spotify's most listened to podcast, but the American has suggested young people don't need the COVID vaccine. Last night a source said of Harry, refusing to cut ties with Spotify after they've aired anti-vaxxer material is incredibly two-faced. If he was that principled, and meant what he said, he'd cut ties, even if at a personal financial cost. Rock veteran Neil Young, 76, has demanded that Spotify, which has 172 million subscribers, withdraw all his music over its ties to Rogan, 54. In an open letter, since deleted, he slammed the giant for spreading fake information about vaccines. Harry and wife Meghan previously caused a stir by signing a £112 million deal with Netflix, despite anger over the way his mum Diana was portrayed in its hit drama series The Crown. In the other hand, royal commentator Richard Eden claimed Prince Harry was aware the consequences of stepping down as a working member of the royal family included losing his and Meghan Markle's security. Former Royal Protection Officer Ken Wharfe suggested however Prince Harry did not expect he would be refused after asking the Home Office to provide him with additional security when he returns to the UK with his family. Palace Confidential presenter Jo Elvin asked, "I think Harry's argument is that his birthright puts him in danger of this threat. And so and his bodyguards won't be able to do a proper job without the necessary intelligence from our security teams. So that seems fair, right?" Mr. Eden replied, "Well, we understand that, but so did he when he decided to give up his royal duties where that came as part of it. He moved to America to earn a lot of money and it was made very clear to him at the time that would involve giving up your security and now you have to pay for it yourself. So he really is trying to have his cake and eat it at the expense of hard-pressed taxpayers in Britain." Ms. Elvin then asked Mr. Wharfe, who served as Princess Diana and her children's former protection, "Do you have a view on the way he should have approached this?" Mr. Wharfe replied, "What he should have done, I mean he knows the system. Well, he's got a lot of contacts still within Buckingham Palace that could have made those contacts with Scotland Yard to arrange for a liaison officer that would work in conjunction with his protection team even before they left America to make sure that the transfer from the airport to wherever he's gonna live in the United Kingdom now. If that happened, we probably wouldn't be discussing that now because it would have been in place and everything would have worked, but to make this request at relatively short notice and without any warning, threatening this legal action, I think has confused himself. So he really is trying to have his cake and eat it at the expense of hard-pressed taxpayers in Britain. I don't think he expected this would happen. He thought that putting down a bucket full of cash would solve the problem. No, it doesn't work like that because you know this is a state-funded option. Prince Harry has filed for a judicial review against the UK Home Office for not allowing him to pay for his security on his visit to the UK with Meghan and his children. The argument laid down by Prince Harry's legal representative reads, Prince Harry inherited a security risk at birth, for life. He remained sixth in line to the throne, served 2 tours of combat duty in Afghanistan, and in recent years his family has been subjected to well-documented neo-Nazi and extremist threats. While his role within the institution has changed, his profile as a member of the royal family has not. Nor has the threat to him and his family. It continued. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex personally fund a private security team for their family, yet that security cannot replicate the necessary police protection needed whilst in the UK. In the absence of such protection, Prince Harry and his family are unable to return to his home. The Duke first offered to pay personally for UK police protection for himself and his family in January of 2020 at Sandringham. That offer was dismissed. He remains willing to cover the cost of security, as not to impose on the British taxpayer. As is widely known, others who have left public office and have an inherent threat risk receive police protection at no cost to them. Prince Harry hopes that his petition, after close to 2 years of pleas for security in the UK, will resolve this situation.